Tonight's first pitch is brought to you by the Pitch Sports Bar Grill, located in Dunbar and Canal City. Infielder number 38, Justin Pistol.
And we're live from Appalachian Power Park, top half of the first inning action, as we join you. Michael Sussman with you this evening for tonight's Atlantic League contest. The Charleston Dirty Birds taking on the Long Island Ducks. Long Island took the first contest 7-5 in yesterday's series opener, one down. As we get things going, Rusney Castillo, the Long Island center fielder, with a solo home run. So the Long Island Ducks quickly in command. It's L.J. Mazzilli up now as Jordan Stevens goes from the windup and drills the outside corner. He'll move ahead 0-1, so Dirty Birds quickly on their heels, giving up another shot. Had a few homers in yesterday's game. The 0-1 to Mazzilli, swung on and skied high and foul over towards the Power Alley Grill, out of play. Behind in the count, 0-2. This is the second appearance for Jordan Stevens, the Dirty Bird right-hander. As he gets the sign from Gonzalez, lifts the leg, and the 0-2 is a rolled over ground ball at Connor Justice. He'll field it on the run. Long throw back to Long. He gets him in time. Great play there by Connor Justice. Ranging to his right, and then able to get the throw there on the hop, going across his body. Up now, the third baseman, Davidson Romero, with 2 down and nobody on. Romero digs in, batting .250 with 1 homer, 2 RBIs. And Stevens, the first pitch, is going to hit the outside corner, called strike. 77-mile-per-hour off speed. Jordan Stevens likes to go fastball, curveball, slider, as he'll deliver 0-1. Romero is going to take a strike 2. Didn't like the call, but the home plate umpire generous behind the dish. 0-2's the count, 2 away. As Stevens gets the sign from Gonzalez. And from the windup, 0-2. A curveball is driven high in the air, deep to right field. And the catch is made on the run by Miles Williams. That'll bring an end to the top of the first. The Long Island Ducks draw first blood and take a 1-0 lead behind the solo shot off the bat of Rusney Castillo. We're back with the bottom half. Michael Sussman here, bringing you Charleston Dirty Birds baseball. Tops Off Barbershop and Salon is family-owned, and it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Proudly serving Charleston since 2010 with over 50 years of combined experience in keeping West Virginia fresh. Visit topsoffbarbershop.com or call them at 304-342-8677. Pritt and Spano PLLC, your personal injury, criminal, and family lawyers. Pritt and Spano, your West Virginia lawyers. Call them today at 304-346-7748. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park. Michael Sussman with you, bringing you Dirty Birds baseball. The Ducks with a 1-0 lead as Charleston steps up to bat for the first time. It's Anthony Seymour up. Anthony Seymour, 2 for 5 with a double in yesterday's game. Digs in to the left-handed batter's box. It's Brett Kennedy on the bump for Long Island. Kennedy rocks and fires. He'll hit the outside corner for a strike. Brett Kennedy, a former San Diego Padres draft pick back in 2015. As he'll deliver a head 0-1. Seymour takes downstairs, even 1-1 count. And the 1-1. Seymour swings and misses as Kennedy gets the low 92-mile-per-hour fastball past him. Nobody on, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Charleston leadoff man. And the delivery is a chopped ground ball towards the shortstop, Marrero. He'll charge it and throw it to first in time. Good job by Devin Marrero attacking that ground ball and throwing out Anthony Seymour. Up now, the second baseman, Scott Kelly. Last night, the Ducks take game 1 7-5. Behind home runs from Davidson Romero as well as Sam Travis. And up now, Scott Kelly, the second baseman. L.J. Mazzilli went yard in yesterday's game as well. As Kennedy gets the sign, and the first pitch offering is on the outside corner. The Blue giving the strike 1 call. Slow start to the year for Scott Kelly, just a 158 average in the early going. As Brett Kennedy goes back to work. Up 0-1. It's a ball 1 way off the plate. Scott Kelly with an 0 for 4 performance last night. Just 1 hit in 19 at-bats. And the 1-1 is another soft ground ball at Marrero. He'll sidearm toss it across the diamond and retire Scott Kelly. Devin Marrero, a baseball magnet early, but handles another one well, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Juan Perez. Juan Perez, 2 for 4 with an RBI yesterday. Seeing the ball well right now. As Brett Kennedy gets the sign from Joe DiCarlo. And works from the windup. It's a ball 1 away. This is Kennedy's first career appearance against the Dirty Birds. As he'll unleash a 1-0 pitch, Perez drives a hard ground ball right back up the middle, a base knock. Good swing there from Juan Perez, nice level cut.
Next up,
And that'll bring up Nick Longy, the cleanup man.
Longy. He gets a hit tonight. One left
Nick
over,
Longy
3 hot
left
outs.
the yard for the first time last night. A big 3-run homer off of Akil Morris in the 5th. Went the opposite way with it. And the first pitch to Longy is another ground ball right up the gut. A high bouncing ball brings runners to first and second. The Dirty Birds lineup just poking it through the infield here in the bottom half of the first. And that will bring up Angel Beltre. So the Charleston Dirty Birds in business here in the first inning, trying to mount a 2-out rally. And Angel Beltre digs in. 0 for 3 so far in the series. As Kennedy goes from the stretch and delivers. First pitch fastball misses down at the ankles. It's Angel Beltre, the former Texas Ranger, up to bat, a 16-year pro ball veteran. And the 1-0 pitch is a high chopped ground ball at Sam Travis, but fielded in foul territory. Clear skies today at Appalachian Power Park. Glad to have a nice evening for some baseball. A bit frigid, about high 50s, low 60s temperatures. Runners on first and second, 2 away. 1-1 count to Angel Beltre. And the pitch is taken down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Brett Kennedy was drafted by the Padres in 2015, made it up to the show in 2018. The 2-1 pitch is a fly ball skied into left field. L.J. Mazzilli makes the catch easily, and that retires the side. The Charleston Dirty Birds on their heels behind 1-0 as we move into the top half of the second. Michael Sussman here bringing you Charleston Dirty Birds baseball. Tops Off Barbershop and Salon is family owned, and it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Proudly serving Charleston since 2010 with over 50 years of combined experience in keeping West Virginia fresh. Visit topsoffbarbershop.com or call them at 304-342-8677. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park, top half of the second inning. The Dirty Birds behind 1-0 after a solo shot in the last from Rusney Castillo. Up now, Sam Travis. Jordan Stevens misses high for a ball one. And the 1-0 is a ball two missing upstairs. And the 2-0 to Travis is going to hit the outside corner, called for a strike. Sam Travis coming off of a 2-for-4 performance last night. Blasted a 2-run homer off of Kevin Herget in the 5th. And the 2-1 is going to miss just down below the knees. Second appearance for Jordan Stevens, last time out. Going 5 innings, giving up 1. Striking out 3 with a pair of walks. He'll deliver 3 balls and a strike. Travis watches a ball 4. And Stevens records his first walk. That'll bring up the catcher, Joe DiCarlo. Joe DiCarlo off to a nice start this year. He went 5 for 8 in the weekend series against the York Revolution. Coming off of an 0 for 3 outing last night. As a first pitch fastball, misses high and tight. Last night's 0 for 3 brings the season average to 500 for DiCarlo. As Stevens gets the sign from Gonzalez, takes a peek at first base. And the 1-0 is fouled off. Wild back and forth game last night for the Dirty Birds. Having to answer some big duck home runs. Miles Williams shined in his debut for Charleston after coming over earlier this week. Nobody out, a runner on first. And the 1-1 pitch misses low. Williams 2 for 4 with a home run last night, a frozen rope over the left field wall. After 14 home runs in just 53 games for the Dirty Birds a season ago, so great early season pickup by Charleston. And the 2-1 misses down and inside. Miles Williams, a great clubhouse guy, somebody that manager Billy Horn has known for some time, so it's good to see him quickly getting acclimated. Back at third base tonight is Mike Hart, due to the hip injury to Alberto Callaspo. The 3-1 to Carlos. Skies one high in the air. Maybe in the field of play, Nick Longy bending over the fence is going to have to watch it bounce in the seats. So Joe DiCarlo brings the count full. Decent crowd on hand tonight. The toast man, Rod Blackstone, with a nice flock right around his toast station. Nobody away, 1 man on. And the payoff pitch is a chopped ground ball at Mike Hart. He'll go right to second base. Scott Kelly had to stretch off the bag and hung on to it. They'll get the lead runner at second. Scott Kelly showing off some flexibility there. Had to almost go into a split to reach up and catch that ball. Really athletic play. DiCarlo grounds into the fielder's choice, and that'll bring up, for the first time in the series, Daniel Fields. In his 5th Atlantic League season, 4th with the Ducks. Stevens sets by the belt. First pitch is a called strike 1, nasty 12-6 breaker. Daniel Fields, 500 on the year, 1 homer so far for the Ducks. And the 0-1 pitch. Fields watching a ball 1 down and inside. Daniel Fields, a decorated Long Island player with 15 playoff games under his belt. And the 1-1. Misses down and away. A runner on first, 1 down, 2 balls and a strike to Daniel Fields. As Jordan Stevens looks on to Jovan behind the dish. And the 2-1 pitch. Fields swings and misses. 83-mile-per-hour changeup. And that one had some nice English on it. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now for the former Detroit Tiger. Stevens unleashes the pitch. It'll hop in the dirt. Jovan Gonzalez able to block it up. Active behind the plate there, Jovan was. That's big for a pitcher when he knows that he can spike that number 2 curveball without having to worry about the pass ball. Full count now, runner on first, 1 away. Stevens delivers the payoff, and it's fouled off. Daniel Fields suited up in the big leagues for the Tigers. Back in 2015, notched a hit up in the show, 1 for 3 with a double. And we try the payoff once more. Fields swings and misses. Jordan Stevens gets him to wave right through a slow 73-mile-per-hour changeup. Beautiful pitch there by Jordan Stevens, slowing way down and getting Fields to take a healthy hack right through it. Up now the DH, Dustin Woodcock, with 2 down and a runner on first base. And the first pitch offering, a called strike 1. Dustin Woodcock last night went 0 for 3 with an RBI sac fly. His 2nd run driven in this year. Stevens shakes off Gonzalez. Now set by the belt, the leg lift, and the pitch. Gets a called strike on the outside corner. Stevens knows what he's got working for him. Back to the curveball. Jordan Stevens was drafted by the Chicago White Sox in 2015. Made it up as high as AAA Charlotte. And the 0-2 is flinched at, watched in the dirt. It got away from Jovan. Now the throw down to second. Nowhere near in time. And Joe DiCarlo advances to second base. Not a bad attempt there from the Dirty Birds catcher, but didn't quite pop up into the throwing stance fast enough. And DiCarlo makes the read. 1-2 is the count to Woodcock. A runner on second, 2 down. And to Stevens, the delivery. It's sprayed the other way. A low fly ball into left field is down for a base knock. DiCarlo's sent around third. He'll score easily. And the Long Island Ducks tack on another one after Woodcock's 2nd RBI of the series. Tough break there for Jordan Stevens. Weak contact, just a soft pop-up into left, but Beltre was playing pretty far back and just didn't kick it into gear fast enough. So the Dirty Birds now on their heels behind 2-0. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Devin Marrero, with a runner on first and 2 down. First pitch to Marrero, swung on and missed. Devin Marrero 1 for 4 last night in his first season with the Ducks. And the 0-1. This is down and out. Devin Marrero bats .231, 4 RBIs, no homers. And the 1-1 pitch. Runner goes from first. Gonzalez has no play. He'll have to watch Woodcock steal second base. Second time that the Ducks have taken second here in this frame. It looked like there Stevens just threw the off speed and really didn't give Jovan any time. And the 2-1 pitch hits the outside corner, a called strike. And holding runners on is a big part of that as well. Woodcock got a really nice jump. Deuces across the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. A runner on second. Gonzalez gives the sign, but Stevens steps off the rubber. And the 2-2 pitch is a weak ground ball dribbled at Scott Kelly. He'll field it and toss it to Nick Longy, and that retires the side. The Long Island Ducks with 2 runs through the first 2 frames, courtesy of an RBI single off the bat of Dustin Woodcock. The Charleston Dirty Birds look to find some offense when we return at Appalachian Power Park. Kitteroos is West Virginia's largest indoor playground with slides, tunnels, trampolines, an arcade, and a cafe. A kid's dream can come true. To book your next party, contact Kitteroos at 304-982-6777 or go to kitterooswv.com. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park, the bottom half of the second inning. And leading things off is Miles Williams, the right fielder. Swinging a hot stick last night. Rolled off the bus with a 2-for-4 performance and a home run over the left field wall. As Brett Kennedy heads back out to the mound. He'll get the sign from DiCarlo. Wind and deliver. Williams takes ball 1 low. Miles Williams spent just a short time this year over with the High Point Rockers. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, foul to straight back. Good swing there from Miles Williams, just a tad underneath it. And the count goes 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch misses low and outside. So far, 2 hits for Charleston, a pair of back-to-back singles from Juan Perez and Nick Longy. 2 balls and a strike. Kennedy delivers. It's a sharp ground ball at the third baseman, Romero. He'll toss it to first. And that beats Miles Williams 1 away. Williams was going for that left field bomb again. Just pulled his head off of it a little bit. And rolls it down to third base. So Williams grounds out. That'll bring up the shortstop, Connor Justice. 286, 4 driven in for Justice. And the first pitch offering hits the outer black. Brett Kennedy out of Fordham University in the Bronx. Goes from the windup, 0-1. And gets a strike call. It looked to be high. But Justice behind, 0-2 nonetheless. Kennedy made it up to the big leagues with the Padres. As he'll deliver 0-2, Connor Justice waves at it. Justice chasing well down and outside. Goes down swinging. Kennedy posted a 6.75 ERA and punched out 18 through his 6 starts with the Padres in the 2018 year. Up now, Yovan Gonzalez with nobody on the bags and 2 down. First pitch is right down the middle. Yovan Gonzalez was 0 for 4 yesterday. And the 0-1. It's the outside corner. The home plate umpire has been favorable on that outside part of the dish. And the 0-2 to Gonzalez. Misses down and away. A .211 batting average so far for Yovan. Yesterday, he grounded out to shortstop 3 times in a row. Let's see if he can stay through it. And the 1-2 pitch is a ball 2. That brings the count even. Kennedy has been cautious with the Dirty Birds hitters so far, living down and outside. As he rocks and fires 2-2, Yovan hits a ground ball right past the pitcher's mound, a base knock. That's the third Dirty Birds hit back up the middle. So maybe some momentum for Charleston here with 2 down. And up now, the third baseman, Mike Hart. Mike Hart has had a case of the strikeouts through the first 5 contests. 7 Ks in 13 at-bats. As Kennedy sets by the chest. And the first pitch delivery is swung right through Mike Hart. Behind the 93-mile-per-hour fastball. And the 0-1 is taken low for a ball. As Kennedy goes back to the fastball. And the 1-1 pitch is watched off the plate away. Brett Kennedy struck out his first batter in the show back in 2018. It was Christian Yelich. Pretty solid first K. And the 2-1. It's a check swing foul ball. But unfortunately for Brett Kennedy, after punching out Yelich, he gave up 3 straight home runs to the Brewers lineup. So high highs, low lows. 2-2 is the count to Hart. 1 man on, 2 down. And the pitch is popped up in foul territory. It looks like it's going to stay in play, and it will. Romero makes the catch, and that retires the side. The Charleston Dirty Birds behind 2-0 early will go to the top of the third. Michael Sussman here bringing you Dirty Birds baseball. Trojan Landing Marine is where you can take the hassle out of your summer boating with their valet service. If you don't have a boat, then check them out at trojanlanding.com, as they have a large selection of new and used boats in the capital city. Check them out here in Charleston on McCorkle Avenue or at trojanlanding.com.
Come on, Toast. Show us how to floss. Leading off the Long Island Ducks, top of the order, number 1, Vladimir Creek.
And we're back at Appalachian Power Park. The Long Island Ducks back to the top of the order. It's Vladimir Frias up to bat. Vladimir Frias, the switch-hitting lefty, will bat from the left side against the righty. So far, the Dirty Birds giving up 2 runs through the first couple frames as Stevens winds and fires. Frias fouls straight back. Vladimir Frias back with the Ducks after suiting up in 86 games last year. So far, batting 150, the pitch to Frias. He's going to miss off the plate high and away. And the 1-1 pitch. Frias hits a sharp ground ball. Nick Longy tried to backhand it. It hopped right in front of him. The toss back to first. He dropped it, but he picked it up and he's out. A lot to try to digest there just in one hard ground ball to first. But eventually, Vladimir Frias grounds out. Didn't make that one look pretty, but you know what they say, there's no pictures on the scoreboard. It is an out. And up now the center fielder, Rusney Castillo. And Stevens goes from the windup and delivers. Castillo, a healthy hack, skies one into the first base concourse. Rusney Castillo, a solo shot in the top of the first. His first home run of the year. And the pitch is a low looping line drive to shallow left. It'll bounce at the feet of Angel Beltre. He misjudged the ground ball. And that'll give Rusney Castillo second on the air. Angel Beltre just losing his focus. That one was rolling softly. Just a Routine rolling ball out there to Beltre. And it looks like he just picked up his head. And gives second base. That's got to drive manager Billy Horn absolutely up the wall. With a lineup as good as the Ducks have, you can't afford to give them anything easy. So one in scoring position now for L.J. Mazzilli, who grounded out in the top of the first. And the pitch is a sharp ground ball. Mike Hart fields it on the ground. He'll throw it to first. It's high over the head of Nick Longy. Almost out of play, but not quite. It ricocheted back. And the runner from third will score. Rusney Castillo steps on the plate. Just a disastrous play there from Charleston. Mike Hart fielded it, tried to tag out the runner Castillo, and then didn't have time and made a rush toss over to first, well over the head of Nick Longy. So now the umpires discuss. Initially they gave home plate. That will stand, and second base is awarded to L.J. Mazzilli. That's 2 errors and 2 plays for the Dirty Birds. Manager Billy Horn out to talk things over. Don't think he has too much of a case. At least at first you couldn't quite tell if it bounced out of play and came back in or just hopped off the wall. But the umpires do rule that Mike Hart sailed that one into the seats. So Charleston now behind 3-0 after some defensive snafus. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Davidson Romero, third-year Duck vet. And the pitch drills the outside corner. Great start to the at-bat. Stevens working ahead. Jordan Stevens over from AAA Columbus with the Cleveland Indians organization. And the 0-1 is blocked in the dirt. A big 2 up in the E column through just 2 1/3 innings for Charleston. As Gonzalez gives the sign. And the 1-1 pitch is a straightaway fly ball to center field. Anfernee Seymour able to snag that one. The runner holds up at second base. A wisely hold there by L.J. Mazzilli. Anfernee Seymour has a cannon out there in center. So Romero flies out for the second time today. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Sam Travis. Travis walked his first time. Two down, a runner on second. As Stevens comes set, peeks at second. And the first pitch offering is a long fly ball to left field. Angel Beltre's over for it and will make the catch on the run. The Charleston Dirty Birds behind 3-0 after a pair of errors in the top half of the third. They'll bat in the bottom half. Michael Sussman here bringing you Charleston Dirty Birds baseball. AOMC, Appalachian Off-Road Motorsports Company, carries top brands like KTM, Husqvarna, Gas, Suzuki, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Yamaha. AOMC is located at the corner of Smith and Morris next to the ballpark in Charleston. Check them out online at www.aomc.mx. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park, the bottom half of the third inning. It's Anthony Seymour leading off the frame for Charleston against Brett Kennedy. Anthony Seymour grounded out his first time to the plate, as Charleston looks to chip away behind 3-0. Seymour had a nice double down the right field line yesterday. And the first pitch delivery is swung on and popped up in foul territory. Romero's over for it down the third baseline, but can't get there before it hops off the bricks and in to the seating area. Not out of play by much. Romero just behind that one. 3 stolen bases so far for Anthony Seymour. And from the windup, 0-1. Seymour, a hard line drive back up the middle. And the Charleston Dirty Birds get the leadoff man on. Hard line drive there as the pitcher, Kennedy, threw his glove up to try to pluck it out of the air, but Seymour with a nice level swing there, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Scott Kelly, with nobody out and 1 man on. Scott Kelly in an early rut. Grounded out to the left side of the infield his first time. Scott in his second season with the Charleston Dirty Birds after a long stint with the Somerset Patriots. And from the stretch, Kennedy kicks and comes to the plate. Kelly hacks away and skies 1 foul. Scott Kelly, a career Atlantic Leaguer. Best Atlantic League season came in 2015. Hitting .337 with the Patriots. Long pause as Kennedy leans over the rubber. And Scott Kelly will call time. Brett Kennedy making his second appearance of the year. Started opening night against the York Revolution through 4 innings. And he'll throw over to first. Seymour dives back. Kennedy, 4 thrown, 1 run given up, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts coming into today. So far, just 1 punch out against the shortstop, Connor Justice. And the 0-1 to Kelly is drilled back up the middle. This one a bit more height on it, and the catch is made by Rusney Castillo. Scott's just got to keep piecing together good at-bats, and he'll find a way to get one to drop. Up now, the DH, Juan Perez, with 1 down. And Anthony Seymour on first base. Perez singled his first time, a ground ball back towards the pitcher's mound. And Kennedy threw over. Close play at first that time. But Seymour just barely able to get underneath the tag. Let's see if manager Billy Horn tries to get aggressive here. Another big lead over there. And Kennedy checks on him again. Seymour back safely once more. He's definitely got his attention. .333 batting average so far for Juan Perez. Looks like Seymour might have been shaken up on the slide back to first. He'll shake it off and gives the thumbs up sign. So far, 4 runs driven in for Perez. as Brett Kennedy comes to the plate. And Perez fouls it back into the net. Tomorrow we've got a rare 10:35 a.m. start time slated for the series finale. So you can get your workday going with some Dirty Birds baseball. Perez behind 0-1. And the pitch is a lazy fly ball into shallow right center field. It's down in the gap. It'll keep rolling all the way to the track. In comes Anthony Seymour flying around third base. He'll score. And Juan Perez with his 5th RBI. The Charleston Dirty Birds now just behind 3-1. How about Juan Perez just lifting one into that gap and getting the extra base hit. It looked like it was going to bounce in front of Castillo, but he might have just misjudged the angle. And it allowed the ball to pick up a little more steam, moving towards the warning track. Up down Nick Longy with 1 down, and Juan Perez on second. Longy 1 for 1 with a single. And the pitch misses off the plate inside. Nick Longy blasted a homer last night, a high moon shot into the right center portion of the ballpark, drove in 3 runs. He'll go to the left center gap this time. A hard shot is off the wall. Juan Perez jogs in from third. The throw in isn't going to get him. Nick Longy with an extra base hit. Back-to-back doubles bring the Charleston Dirty Birds within 1. Nick Longy coming alive. A hard shot into the left center gap. That one clanked about midway up the wall and kept the same height for the entire ball flight. Just an absolute shot. And up now the left fielder, Angel Beltre. As Kennedy peeks at second. And the pitch, Beltre fouls it backward. 91-mile-per-hour fastball. 222 on the year for Beltre so far, 2 RBIs. Great sign for Charleston fans to see Nick Longy starting to get into the groove. And the 0-1, Beltre takes a ball away. After a home run last night, Longy 2 for 2, a single and a double. Kennedy trying to keep the train on the tracks. Delivers 1-1. Beltre hits a line drive at Frias. He'll get it on the hop and flip it to first. And Beltre is retired. Good job there by Vladimir Frias, keeping his body in front of it and dealing with the in-between hop. That'll bring up the right fielder, Miles Williams, 0 for 1 with a ground out. As Kennedy retrieves a new game ball. Miles Williams, the former Cal State Northridge product, digs in with 2 away, and Longy on second base. First pitch to Williams is watched right down the middle. Miles Williams, a .251 batting average across 12 seasons. .333 so far this year. And the 0-1. Williams watches ball one way high up by the chin. Miles Williams has a lot of pop in that bat. He went yard yesterday after blasting 14 homers with the Dirty Birds last year. And the 1-1 pitch misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. But Williams has been powerful throughout his career. He hit 24 home runs during the 2018 season with Sonoma over in the Pacific Association and the Long Island Ducks, his former team. The 2-1, Williams watches ball 3 upstairs. Now 3 balls and a strike, good aggressive hitter's count. You'd think Kennedy would have to come right at him. Charleston trailing at 3-2 as Williams awaits an important early payoff. And the pitch swung on and missed. Now a full count. Got a bit ahead of myself there. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the toast section claps for Miles Williams as Kennedy unleashes the full count delivery. He'll swing right through it. And that at last retires the side. The Charleston Dirty Birds with 2 runs on a pair of doubles from Juan Perez and Nick Longy. Charleston trails at 3-2, back with the 4th when we return at Appalachian Power Park. Andrews Floor and Wall Covering is a locally owned business that has been providing quality flooring products and installation services to Charleston since 1950. Call them at 304-343-5586 to schedule a free estimate.
All right, Anthony, what Dirty Bird player said if they were not a professional baseball player, they would be a zookeeper? Was it Kit Sheets, Connor Justice, or Yovan Gonzalez?
Connor Justice.
I'm sorry, it was actually Yovan Gonzalez, your catcher tonight.
And we're back at Appalachian Power Park, top of the 4th inning. The Charleston Dirty Birds back in things behind 3-2 after a pair of RBI base hits off of the bats of Juan Perez and Nick Longy. So Jordan Stevens back to the rubber. He'll face Joe DiCarlo to get the 4th underway. Joe DiCarlo hot in the early going, batting .455. He'll take a ball 1 down and away. Joe DiCarlo reached on a fielder's choice and scored his last time, as Gonzalez gives the sign. And the 1-0 is fouled off. Joe DiCarlo chasing a little bit outside. And to stick the bat way out at that one. So an even 1-1 count. So far, Jordan Stevens has punched out 1 and walked 1. And the delivery is fouled straight backward. The count goes to a ball and 2 strikes to Joe DiCarlo, formerly of the Chicago White Sox organization, played 52 games in AA Birmingham and AAA Charlotte last year. And the 1-2 is fouled back into the net. Last season, 3 homers, 11 ribbies for DiCarlo in affiliated play. Nobody on, nobody out. 1-2's the count. As Stevens goes from the windup, and the pitch is going to miss just away. Gonzalez might have gotten switched up on that one, and the glove turned over backwards, and then not much break from Stevens. So a 2-2 count. DiCarlo, originally a Mariners draft pick back in 2012. And the 2-2 offering misses high and inside. And the payoff is swung on and fouled off behind home plate. A high bounce off the seats lands into the mittens of a woman sitting about 4 rows up. She almost caught it, then put it on the ground, but able to retrieve the souvenir. That's good luck right there. Stevens shakes off Gonzalez, and back to work, 3-2. It's going to almost hit DiCarlo. He'll take a ball 4. Stevens just had that one get away from him. Looked like he was trying to generate some slider movement. But DiCarlo gets the free pass down to first. Second walk given up by the Dirty Birds, and that'll bring up Daniel Fields, the right fielder. Daniel Fields K'd his first time through. As Stevens comes set, and the first pitch offering is off the glove of Gonzalez. Another free base for Long Island as DiCarlo scoots up to second. And Jovan has to retrieve it by the Dirty Birds dugout. It was a ball, 1 away. Not quite sure what happened there, not very wild. But again, Gonzalez just looked a bit confused. And has that one bounce off the leather. So runner on second, nobody away. Fields ahead 1-0, and the pitch. It's fouled off down the left field concourse. Even 1-1 count. Daniel Fields, .333 so far, 1 homer and 3 RBIs. Daniel Fields has led the Ducks to 3 division titles, as well as the 2019 championship, the 1-1. Misses lone in. The Long Island Ducks, just such a consistent organization. 3 championships in the last 10 seasons. 2012, 2013, and 2019. Nobody out, a runner on second. And the 2-1 pitch is going to miss for a ball, I would assume low. But it looked to catch a lot of the plate there. But it'll break below the knees, 3-1. And the offer. Swung on and popped up high behind second base and into shallow center field. Anthony Seymour calls for it and makes the grab, 1 down. Fields sent that one high into the sky. But Seymour does well to take charge. The Ducks also got the Atlantic League title all the way back in 2004. Just the air of consistency. Up now, Dustin Woodcock, the DH. Singled his last time. As Stevens works from the stretch. First pitch fastball hits the outside corner. Dustin Woodcock batting .375. 1 for 4 in Charleston. And the 0-1. Is a ball 1 down and in. 80-mile-per-hour change. Woodcock was over with the Gateway Grizzlies in the Frontier League last season. A ball and a strike. Stevens goes to the plate and gets a called strike 2. Back to the change on the inside corner this time. 1-2 count. A runner on second. Charleston trailing at 3-2. And the pitch is going to miss down. A ball 2 call. It's Woodcock up now with Devin Marrero, the shortstop, on deck. Beautiful evening here at Appalachian Power Park. Still just clear blue skies. And the 2-2 is popped up into the infield. Scott Kelly is going to call for it and make the catch. Back-to-back pop-ups there for the Ducks lineup. And Stevens has done a little better job getting ahead. And that just allows him to really dip into that arsenal and utilize the curveball. So Marrero digs in with 2 down and a runner on second. First offering to Marrero, misses high and away. Devin Marrero 0 for 1 with a ground out. And the 1-0. Misses down and in. 2-0 goes the count to Devin Marrero. Spent different parts of 3 seasons in the major leagues with the Boston Red Sox, Diamondbacks, and the Miami Marlins. Stevens delivers 2-0, a ball 3 away. With Marrero up and second base open, or first base open, you don't want to serve up anything too nice behind 3-0. Let's see if the Ducks give him the green light. And a fastball. It's called for a strike 1. Three balls and a strike. Stevens delivers. Marrero fouls that straight backward. Devin Marrero, 1 for 5 so far in the series. Batting .214 with 4 driven in. As Vladimir Frias stands on deck and has some words with the Toast man, Rod Blackstone. They'll cheer for Toast. Can he fire it up 3-2? And it's popped backward over the net, out of play. Devin Marrero suited up for 173 big league games. 6 home runs, 38 RBIs. Not a bad total. And the payoff is a sharp line drive over the head of Connor Justice, moving towards the left center gap. That'll score 1. It could be extra bases. Marrero turns for second. And he'll have to stop there, but the Long Island Ducks back in front by 2. After a shot off the bat of Devin Marrero. That thing had some legs as he smoked it over the head of Connor Justice. And then Seymour and Beltray just couldn't cut it off fast enough. And the Ducks in front, 4 runs to 2. Up now, Vladimir Frias. Frias 0 for 2, grounded out in his last plate appearance. And the delivery. It swung on, fouled off down the left field concourse. So Jordan Stevens giving up some hard hit balls in his second start. Hasn't looked poor per se. Just a couple mistake pitches as the 0-1 is hit hard into right field. Back to the track is Miles Williams. He'll make the catch just in front of the wall. Good concentration, and that retires the side. The Long Island Ducks add their lead. They're up 4-2 as we move into the bottom half of the fourth. Michael Sussman here bringing you Charleston Dirty Birds baseball. Aaron Field Agency is looking to service local business websites in the Charleston area. As a local business owner, they support local companies with web design, video production, print design, logo design, and much more. Reach out to their website, aaronfield.com, all socials at aaronfield, or call 304-207-0037. Dermalogics is the logical choice for your skincare solutions, and Kimberly Rossi, MD, can help. Dr. Rossi is a board-certified dermatologist with over 20 years of clinical experience providing skincare screenings and recommendations for your skincare needs. Her office is located at 3100 McCorkle Avenue Southeast, Suite 201 in Charleston. Schedule an office appointment today by calling them at 304-342-3360 or check out their website at mydermalogics.com. And we're back at Appalachian Power Park, bottom of the fourth inning action. It's Connor Justice up. Brett Kennedy winds and fires. He'll miss high and tight for a ball one. Connor Justice K'd his first time through, chasing an off-speed down and away. And Kennedy, the 1-0. It's sprayed hard down the right field line, but foul. It'll clank off of the Bud Light party deck. Justice tattooed that one. Let's see if he can straighten it out. Connor Justice, 267 so far, 4 RBIs. As Kennedy delivers the 1-1, it's a ground ball chopped down the third base line this time. Nobody on, nobody out. And the 1-2 to Justice is swung on and missed. He'll go down on strikes for the second time today. Nasty curveball gets the Dirty Birds shortstop swinging. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jovan Gonzalez. Gonzalez singled up the middle his last time. A sharp ground ball past Kennedy. Jovan 1 for 5 on the series, batting .250. And from the windup goes Brett Kennedy. He'll miss the zone just down. One away, nobody on. Charleston trailing at 4-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. And the 1-0 pitch is right down the middle, taken for a strike. Brett Kennedy has looked sharp other than the 2 doubles in the last. And the 1-1. Misses off the plate inside. And the 2-1 delivery hits the outside corner, a called strike 2. And the fans in the toast section and beyond, as they say, don't appreciate the call from the blue there. Brett Kennedy out of Fordham had a career 15-17 record as he unleashes the 2-2. A ball 3 down. Brett Kennedy had a heck of a career at Fordham University in the Bronx. He's second in school history with strikeouts in 218, actually tied for second. And the payoff to Gonzalez is a check swing taken for a ball 4 as the catcher is able to hold back and put one on for the Dirty Birds. That'll bring Mike Hart to the plate. Hart popped up foul his last time. .071 so far for Hart. As Kennedy will go from the stretch and make the first pitch offering. Hart takes a strike 1. 91-mile-per-hour heat. As the sun starts to go down a little bit here at Appalachian Power Park, still a lot of daylight. And the 0-1. Hart takes a ball 1 out. Charleston's got just such a beautiful backdrop here at the ballpark with the mountains out behind center field. And being right here in the heart of the city, there's a lot of good Atlantic League venues, but this is one of the more organic. The 1-1 is fouled straight back. And that's the unique thing about this team, is that the team is right here, right in the middle of the capital city. And you can just feel the support for the squad. We had a great opening weekend. Over 3,000 fans in attendance for the first 3 contests. The 1-2's past Hart. It'll roll past the catcher to Carlo. And Yovan Gonzalez advances to second. Even 2-2 count. Just a snapped curveball in the dirt there, and DeCarlo couldn't get in front of it in time. So now a runner on second, 1 away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Kennedy gets the sign. And comes to the plate, 2-2. Hart watches a ball 3 off the plate away. Mike Hart struggling with the stick a little bit. The one thing that has been productive so far has been his walks. He's been able to draw 4 free passes. And the payoff pitch is a lazy fly ball to shallow left. L.J. Mazzilli makes the catch. And the Long Island Ducks record out number 2. Good opposite way swing there by Mike Hart. But he'll fly out. And back up is the top of the order, the center fielder, Anthony Seymour. Seymour's grounded out and singled today. Brett Kennedy just drawing a lot of weak contact. Also with 3 strikeouts, he's been a high strikeout guy throughout his time in pro ball. Once So he'll look at second and deliver. Seymour rolls over a ground ball at Vladimir Frias. He'll flip it to first from the knees. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Charleston Dirty Birds trail at 4-2 as we head into the fifth. Michael Sussman here at Appalachian Power Park. Everybody's talking about the Friday happy hour at the Eagles Nest Restaurant and Lounge at Little Creek Golf Course. 4:30 to 7:30 every Friday with free appetizers. Eagles Nest Restaurant and Lounge at Little Creek Golf Course just off Kanawha Turnpike in South Charleston.
Make some noise. T-shirts, courtesy of Polka Valley Bank, where relationships matter. For all your banking and financial needs, stop by a local branch today.
And we're back at Appalachian Power Park. It's the top half of the fifth inning. The Charleston Dirty Birds trailing at 4-2. And leading off the frame for Long Island, number 38, Rusney Castillo. Castillo has been in a groove today, a home run and a single so far. As he'll dig in against Jordan Stevens. Stevens out for the fifth frame. Minimum expectation this year with the double hook rule. First pitch swung on and missed, a 73-mile-per-hour breaker. That's one thing that manager Billy Horn told me. He said in the offseason he'll let all the starters know you're going to go 5. Get ready to go at least 5. And the 0-1. Castillo takes a strike 2 right over the heart of the plate. And not only for the double hook rule, of course, you have to pinch hit for the DH the rest of the way. If the starter doesn't go 5, the 0-2 misses outside for a ball. But just also, as it relates to professional teams, getting a look at these guys, you've got to be able to give your team a chance late in the ball game. The 1-2, Castillo is going to take a ball 2 down and outside. So far, Rusney Castillo batting .286. 1 home run. He's driven in 3. And the 2-2 is taken for a strike 3. Rusney Castillo watches that one zip right past him. And Jordan Stevens with another strikeout. That's the second K for Stevens. And it brings up the left fielder, L.J. Mazzilli. L.J. 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. After homering in yesterday's game off Justin Miller, first pitch hits the outside corner. Get ahead, stay ahead here if you're Stevens. As Gonzalez will shuffle through the signs. And 0-1 the pitch. Is a ball 1 somehow. Looked to be right down the middle, but a ball, I would assume, high. And the 1-1 is a ball 2. 267 on the year, 1 homer for Mazzilli. a former Atlantic League All-Star in 2019. And the 2-1 swung on and missed. Stevens able to sneak the slider by the bat there. Nobody on, one away. 2-2's the count. And from the windup goes Jordan Stevens and misses away. L.J. Mazzilli, also an all-defensive player last year. And now the payoff pitch is a low line drive into center field. Anthony Seymour backtracks and makes the catch. Brilliant play there by Anthony Seymour. It was kind of that squirrely line drive right at him where you're not sure if you should scoot in, but you don't want to get burnt. And Seymour did a nice job reading that one, making the catch over his head. Up now the third baseman, Davidson Romero. Stevens has retired him twice with a pair of flyouts. He'll rock and deliver. Romero takes a strike one on the outer high part of the zone. Davidson Romero in his 16th season of professional baseball awaits the 0-1. He'll chop a ground ball just foul down the third base line. And 0-2 now. Davidson Romero was part of the 2019 Atlantic League Championship team and had a huge postseason, 11 RBIs during that playoff run. And the 0-2 is a line drive at Scott Kelly. He'll go to the ground and make the catch. And that'll do it. A good frame for the Charleston Dirty Birds. They keep the deficit at 2. 4-2 Long Island leads it as we go into the bottom half of the fifth. Michael Sussman here at Appalachian Power Park. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park, bottom of the fifth inning. The Charleston Dirty Birds trailing at 4-2, and the hitting coach, Scott Kelly, will head up to the plate, due for one. Scott Kelly is in the worst way. A rough start to the year for Scott, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Came in to the evening 1 for his first 19. First pitch to Kelly. Hits the inside corner, a called strike. As Brett Kennedy comes back to the rubber, he'll get the sign from DiCarlo. and delivers nothing in one. Scott takes the ball one in. So far, 3 strikeouts for Kennedy. As he'll deliver the 1-1, it's a chopped ground ball at Davidson Romero, who fields it to his left and throws it to first in time. So Scott Kelly 0 for 3 tonight. And that'll bring up the DH, Juan Perez. Juan Perez swinging a hot bat, 2 for 2. He's singled and drilled an RBI double in the bottom of the third. As Kennedy lifts the leg and the pitch, misses off the plate in. Juan Perez batting .375. That was his 5th run driven in. Juan Perez, a decorated professional player, 51 hits in 228 MLB at-bats for the San Francisco Giants. And the 1-0 is right down the middle, a called strike. Perez played with San Francisco in 2013, 2014, and 2015. And the 1-1 is swung on and popped up into shallow right center field. The center fielder Frias taking charge and making the catch. Now Castillo on the grab. As Frias, the second baseman, lets him handle it. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Nick Longy. Nick Longy doubled his last time, a frozen rope into the left center gap. And singled in the first. First pitch to Longy is a ground ball at the shortstop, Marrero. He'll field it and flip it over to Sam Travis at first. That'll do it for the 5th inning. The Charleston Dirty Birds retired in order. We're back with the 6th inning. Michael Sussman here at Appalachian Power Park. TJC Roofing and Gutters, serving Kanawha, Putnam, and Cabell counties. They install shingle, metal, and rubber membrane products. They can help you with a roof replacement or repair. For a free estimate, call 304-550-8695 or visit them at tjcwv.com. Jason Snyder, Realtor. With Better Homes and Gardens, Real Estate Central is an experienced real estate professional dedicated to finding the best properties for his clients. Jason Snyder, Realtor, a premier real estate professional. Call him now at 304-610-6466. That's 304-610-6466. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park. Michael Sussman with you for the top half of the 6th inning. The Charleston Dirty Birds turn to the bullpen into the game now. The right-hander Stephen Chambly. They'll face Sam Travis. As Chambly kicks and delivers and hits the outside corner. Nice first pitch location as he moves in front of Travis. Travis has walked and flown out, and the pitch misses down and away. Sam Travis was 2 for 4 in last night's ball game with a 2-run homer off of Kevin Herget in the 5th. And the 1-1 pitch is lined into center field. It'll bounce in front of Seymour. A base knock for Sam Travis, 3rd hit of the series. And the Ducks get the leadoff man on. This is our first look at Chambly this season, the 6-foot right-hander out of Tampa, Florida. Was in the Frontier League previously. Up now, Joe DiCarlo with nobody out and a runner on first. And the pitch, DiCarlo takes a strike 1 on the outside corner. So far, DiCarlo 0 for 4 in Charleston with 2 walks. Nobody out, a runner on first. And the 0-1 pitch misses down and away. Joe DiCarlo, 455 so far with 2 RBIs. And Chambly 1-1. Another line drive heads into center field. And it's back-to-back base knocks. Beautiful swing there by DiCarlo. Getting the middle out fastball. And just roping one right back past Chambly. So DiCarlo singles up now the right fielder, Daniel Fields. With nobody out and runners on first and second. Chambly gets the sign from Gonzalez. And delivers. Fields chops one foul. Daniel Fields 0 for 2. He's flown out and struck out today. This is Fields' 4th season with the Ducks. Suited up for 77 games last season, hitting .219, 12 home runs. And the 0-1. It's a line drive into right field, the 3rd straight hit. The runner's sent from 3rd, the throw in from right. Gonzalez has it, and it puts the tag on him, and he got him. Miles Williams hoses Sam Travis at the plate and keeps the run at 2. How about Miles Williams just unleashing a shot in from right. So Charleston still behind a pair of runs, 4-2. And a terrific job there, too, by Yovan Gonzalez. He had to take a couple steps in front of home plate and then went back towards the dish. A really athletic move there. So 1 down, 1st and 2nd for Dustin Woodcock. First pitch to Woodcock. He's going to miss down in it. That might just be the break that the Dirty Birds needed as they try to keep this Ducks lineup at bay. And the 1-0 is going to miss outside. Stephen Chambly behind 2-0. As Woodcock awaits the pitch, he's going to bloop one into right over the head of Scott Kelly. And this time the runners advance 90 feet. And stay there as the runner holds up at 3rd. And the Ducks have the bases loaded. 4 straight singles to get Stephen Chambly's outing underway. That one not hit very hard, just off the inside of the bat near the handle, but was able to lift it over Scott Kelly. That'll bring up the shortstop, Devin Marrero. Marrero 1 for 2 with a double. Digs in batting .267. And the pitch. Marrero takes a strike one at the top of the zone. Things start to darken a little more as the evening rolls in through Charleston. Chambly comes set. And the 0-1 pitch is off the plate away. Gonzalez tries to throw behind the runner at first, but can't quite get the tag down in time. Can Nick Longy. Sneaky move there. Dustin Woodcock just barely back safely. Bases loaded, 1 away, a ball and a strike. And Chambly the delivery. It's fouled off downward. Marrero spent parts of 6 different seasons in the big leagues. 65 hits, 38 RBIs total during his time in the show. A ball and 2 strikes. Chambly ahead in the count. And the offering. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Devin Marrero whiffs at that one. And Chambly has his first strikeout. If Stephen Chambly could find a way to get out of this thing without giving up any runs, that'd be pretty impressive considering how the inning started with 4 straight singles. And then Miles Williams hoses the would-be 5th run at the plate. Up now, Vladimir Frias, 0 for 3. As Chambly kicks and fires. Frias fouls off a first pitch curve. Vladimir Frias, 136 in the early going, with just 1 RBI. Frias rejoined the Ducks in July of last year and suited up for 86 games. Had a decent stint, batted .286. And the 0-1 is a rolled over ground ball over towards the Dirty Birds bullpen. And the foul brings the count 0-2. Frias also once a Lancaster barnstormer. A back-to-back All-Star there in 2017-2018. Digs in behind 0-2, 2 down. And everybody on the base paths. Here's Chambly the delivery. It's a weak grounder. Chambly's going to take it down the first baseline and flip it to Nick Longy in time. Stephen Chambly gets out of the jam in the top of the 6th. The Charleston Dirty Birds look to answer down 2. We're back with more Dirty Birds baseball at Appalachian Power Park. Tops Off Barbershop and Salon is family-owned, and it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Proudly serving Charleston since 2010 with over 50 years of combined experience in keeping West Virginia fresh. Visit topsoffbarbershop.com or call 304-342-8677. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park, the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Charleston Dirty Birds behind 4-2 as Angel Beltre leads off the frame. The lefty lifts the elbow in the sky and awaits the first pitch. He'll take a strike one right over the heart of the plate. For the first time tonight, the Ducks go to the bullpen, into the game now. Dylan Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer comes set. And no balls and a strike. The pitch to Beltre is blown past him, 0-2. Pfeiffer so far with 2 innings thrown this year. He's looked sharp, given up just 2 hits, 1 earned, a pair of strikeouts, and no walks. Way ahead of Beltre here, 0-2. And the pitch is taken down in the zone. Or below the zone. Angel Beltre, 0-2, is flown out and grounded out. As the former Ranger awaits the 1-2 delivery. And the pitch is taken on the outside corner. They're going to ring him up. Angel Beltre, a backwards K. Too close to take. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Miles Williams. 3rd K of the season there for Pfeiffer. Miles Williams has struck out and grounded out tonight. As Pfeiffer sets. And fires. Williams is going to foul it straight back. Miles Williams, a former Long Island Duck. Back during the 2018 season. And the 0-1 pitch is a curveball rolled over foul right in to the fan with an enormous glove's mitt. 36, 34. I'd say between 34 and 40 inches this glove spans, and he got a routine one there, hardly even had to move for it. And the 0-2 pitch, Williams hacks away at it. He'll pop one up over towards the first baseman, Travis, who calls for it and makes the grab over the shoulder. Vladimir Frias was in the area. The two almost bumped into each other, but nonetheless, the second out. And up to the plate now, the shortstop, Connor Justice. Connor Justice not with the touch so far tonight, 0-2 with a pair of Ks. And the offering from Pfeiffer is swung on and cranked foul. A hard swing there, landed all the way past the concourse. Probably would have had the legs to get out of here if he would have straightened it out. Connor Justice batting .250. 4 RBIs. And the 0-1. He's going to miss high and away. 1-1 count. Manager Billy Horn told me that, some of the guys in the order that are still yet to get going really just need to take a deep breath and relax. It's still very early on in the year. And the 1-1 pitch misses low and away. But a few bright spots in the Dirty Birds lineup. Juan Perez off to a hot start, 2 hits tonight. And Nick Longy starting to kick things into gear. Nobody on, 2 away. And the 2-1 to Justice is hit hard into left, a line drive past L.J. Mazzilli. He'll let it bounce off the wall. Justice rounds first and heads for second. A head first dive into the bag. And Connor Justice with an extra base hit. Connor Justice tore the cover off of it. And bangs one off the left field wall. So Justice into scoring position. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jovan Gonzalez, with 2 down. And Connor Justice standing over on second base. Jovan, 1 for his last 5. He walked the last time through the order, also has a single tonight. Great timing there from Justice. Able to let it fly on a fastball. And the first pitch to Gonzalez is a strike 1 right down the middle. Two down, a runner on second. 0-1's the count. And the pitch. It's going to miss high and tight. Even 1-1 count. The Charleston Dirty Birds tied for first in the Atlantic League South at 4-1 overall. Tied with the Gastonia Honey Hunters at the moment. A ball and a strike. The pitch to Gonzalez hits the outside corner. Dylan Pfeiffer ahead in the count now, 1-2. As the night sky now rolls in. And Pfeiffer to Gonzalez, 1-2. He'll foul it straight backward. Jovan Gonzalez able to hang alive. .250 batting average so far for Jovan. It's Gonzalez up now with Mike Hart in the on-deck circle. And Pfeiffer sets. And the pitch is a curveball missing high and inside. Slow curve that time, just 66 miles per hour. And now an even 2-2 count. It'd be big if Charleston could notch one here in the 6th and at least pull this thing to 1 as they continue to go to their bullpen arms. 1 up tossing now. And the 2-2 pitch, Gonzalez watches a curveball spike in the dirt. So back-to-back off speed. Now to the payoff. You'd think Pfeiffer might have to come right at him after showing him the curve the last 2 offerings. Pfeiffer gets the sign from DiCarlo. And now the payoff to Jovan. He's going to miss for a ball 4. Great at-bat there from the Dirty Birds catcher, as he's able to draw his second walk of the night. And up now the third baseman, Mike Hart. Mike Hart has popped up and flown out. 0 for his last 6. It's the former Sioux Falls Canary up. Hart with 4 walks in so far this season, to go along with 7 strikeouts in 13 at-bats. First and second, 2 down. And the first pitch to Hart is a ball 1 well low. Mike Hart played his college ball with UMass. Hit .313 his last year. And the 1-0. is cranked into the right center gap. A shot is off the wall. Mike Hart with extra bases. Connor Justice will score. Around comes Jovan Gonzalez. The throw just now reaches the infield. Man, the Charleston Dirty Birds with 2 runs. A 2 RBI triple from Mike Hart. And we're all tied up in the bottom of the 6th. You knew Mike Hart was due for one. And he comes through with a huge swing. And just like that, the Charleston Dirty Birds tie things up at 4-4. And that's just what the doctor ordered. If you're Mike Hart, after a little bit of a slow start out of the gates, Hart comes through in a huge situation, drives in a pair of key runs, and it's back to the top, and the center fielder Anthony Seymour up. A runner on third base. Good opportunity for Charleston to grab the lead here. First pitch to Seymour is taken high for a ball 1. Anthony Seymour is 1 for 3. He's grounded out twice and singled. Pfeiffer shakes off DeCarlo. And the home plate umpire calls time. Anthony Seymour digs in 3 for his last 8. A ball and no strikes. And Pfeiffer offers. Seymour taking down. Good block behind the plate there from Joe DeCarlo as he's able to smother the changeup. Anthony Seymour, best year. Came in affiliated ball. He swiped 37 bags for Kane County. Always a threat to steal. 3 swiped already this season. And the 2-0 is a sharp line drive right into the glove of Sam Travis. Hey, look what I found. And that'll bring an end to the frame. The Charleston Dirty Birds tie things up. It's 4-4. As we move into the 7th inning, we've got a good one here at Appalachian Power Park. Don't go anywhere. Pritt & Spano, PLLC, your personal injury, criminal, and family lawyers. Pritt & Spano, your West Virginia lawyers. Call them today at 304-346-7748. Kitteroos is West Virginia's largest indoor playground with slides, tunnels, trampolines, an arcade, and a cafe. A kid's dream can come true. To book your next party, contact Kitteroos at 304-982-6777 or go to kitterooswv.com.
Good job, George. Now pitching here, Charleston Dirty Birds. 45, Walker Weichel. Leading off the line.
And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park, the top half of the 7th inning. And for the second time tonight, the Charleston Dirty Birds turn to the bullpen. It's Walker Weichel in now, facing Rusney Castillo. Castillo takes a ball, one down and outside. Walker Weichel, with 2 innings thrown this year, yet to give up an earned run. He's struck out 4. And no walks to this point. As Weichel will come set, and the 1-0. It's spiked low, back-to-back low deliveries, puts Castillo in front 2-0. Rusney Castillo 2 for 3 today, a home run, a single, and a punch out his last time through. And Weichel sets and fires. The 2-0 is drilled into the gap. This is soaring towards the fence. It's off the wall. Castillo rounds first and heads into second base. The throw-in isn't going to get him. A good attempt there, as Castillo could have been caught heading towards second, but Scott Kelly couldn't quite corral the hop. So an extra base knock puts Vladimir Frias on, and the Long Island Ducks already in business here in the 7th. Up now, L.J. Mazzilli with a runner on second here and nobody away. You might think about bunting if you're Wally Backman. As Weichel bends over the rubber. Mike Hart even with the base at third. And the first pitch is swung on, drilled into center field, a base knock. And Castillo holds at third as Seymour lets the throw fly long. He'll cut it off. And that brings runners to the corners. So L.J. Mazzilli with the frozen rope back up the middle. Back-to-back hits. And that's just the tough thing about the Duck lineup. They keep coming. They're pretty much experienced and seasoned top to bottom. And up now, another one of their bright spots. Davidson Romero, the cleanup man. Lined out his last time through. As Weichel looks on, Yovan Gonzalez gives the sign. And the pitch is a weak line drive at Connor Justice. He'll get it on the hop and go straight forward with it. Yovan Gonzalez able to tag out Castillo. And the Charleston Dirty Birds cut the run down at the plate. How about Connor Justice there? Doing a great job fielding it on the hop, and then Castillo somewhat indecisively moves towards home. And Justice, a quick reaction throw. And for the second time tonight, Gonzalez had to move off the plate and then went back and made the tag. So 1 down, first and second now for Sam Travis. 1 for 2 with a single his last time. As Weichel peeks at the runner and goes to the plate. A ball 1 misses out. Sam Travis digs in, batting .389 with 2 home runs. And a high total, 7 RBIs. As Weichel comes set, lift the leg, and the 1-0. He's going to miss away a ball 2. Walker Weichel, formerly played in the Padres and Rangers organizations. Once a first-round draft pick, which you could see just with that big 6'6" frame. So he'll get the sign. And delivered 2-0. It swung on and missed. Sam Travis right through an 85-mile-per-hour curve. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Sam Travis made his MLB debut back in 2017 at Fenway Park. 2-1. Is popped high behind first base. Nick Longy backtracking for it. He'll let Scott Kelly make the catch. And he does so. 2 down. Travis pops up. That'll bring up Joe DiCarlo now with 2 down and runners on first and second. So after a precarious situation, first and third, nobody out, the Dirty Birds move just 1 out away from getting out of this thing with no damage done. DiCarlo's 1 for 2. As Weichel gets the sign from Jovan Gonzalez. And delivers. DiCarlo swings and misses as Weichel gasses him up with the first pitch fastball. DiCarlo nowhere near that one. Let's see if Weichel goes back to the heat or tries to switch up speeds here. Nothing in 1. And the pitch is back up the middle. A ground ball's into center field. The runner's sent from third. Anthony Seymour, a long throw to the plate's not going to get him. And the Long Island Ducks grab a 5-4 lead on the RBI single from Joe DiCarlo. A ground ball that wasn't traveling too fast, but just enough to get by the Dirty Birds infield into center. And Charleston will have to play catch-up once again. Daniel Fields up now. 1 for 3 with a base knock. As the former Detroit Tiger awaits the pitch, Weichel peeks at the runner and the delivery. Is going to get a called strike. As that one nicks the top part of the zone. Walker Weichel reached as high as Double-A Frisco with the Rangers. A career 23-36 record. As he'll set and deliver 0-1. Fields takes a strike 2 on the outer black. 93-mile-per-hour cheddar there from Weichel. And the fans will politely request that Weichel fires up the toaster 0-2. And the pitch misses high and away. 400 average so far for Daniel Fields. 3 RBIs. And Weichel to Fields, 1-2. There's a ball 2 down and outside. The fans thought they might have had strike 3. Fields was drafted by the Tigers in the 6th round of the 2009 draft. And the pitch is a hard line drive in foul territory. Two down, runners on first and second. 2-2 the count to Daniel Fields. Tomorrow we've got a 10:35 a.m. start for our series finale. So if you just happen to roll out of bed and want to see some Atlantic League baseball, come on down to the ballpark or fire us up on YouTube. Again, a 10:35 first pitch tomorrow. As Weichel gets the sign. Long pause here. He'll get on the same page. And 2-2. Fields swings and misses. And that will do it for the top half of the second. The Long Island Ducks able to scratch across a run. They lead at 5-4. As we go into the bottom half, it's stretch time here at Power Park. Don't go anywhere.
All right, everybody, get on your feet and stretch. inning stretch, coming to you live from the Toast section with the one, the only Toast Man.
All right, my voice has lasted this long. I need to hear you to sing with us. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for this root for the dirty birds. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes your toast at the old ball game. And we're dancing to that same song.
Kiddaroos is West Virginia's largest indoor playground with slides, tunnels, trampolines, an arcade, and a cafe. A kid's dream can come true. To book your next party, contact Kiddaroos at 304-982-6777 or go to kiddarooswv.com. Trojan Landing Marine is where you can take the hassle out of your summer boating with their valet service. If you don't have a boat, then check them out at trojanlanding.com, as they have a large selection of new and used boats in the capital city. Check them out here in Charleston on McCorkle Avenue or at trojanlanding.com.
Leading off, your second baseman, number 2, Scott Kelly.
And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park, the bottom half of the 7th inning, as the Long Island Ducks go to the bullpen once again. Into the game, Joe Iorio, he'll face Scott Kelly. And from the windup, the delivery is going to miss down and away. Scott Kelly's grounded out twice and flown out. He'll dig in, batting 136, and with just one hit so far this year. And the 1-0 is swung on a line drive right into the glove of Devin Marrero. Gets Scott Kelly. More misfortune for Scott. He's hit the ball hard twice tonight. Line drive to center earlier on in the game, and he'll line out to short this time. So up now, Juan Perez with one down and nobody on the base paths. The Dirty Birds trailing at 5-4. Perez digs in 2 for 3. And Iorio from the windup is going to miss down and outside. Juan Perez doubled earlier in the game, an RBI double, back in the bottom of the 3rd. And the 1-0 is skied high into the sky behind home plate. The catcher DiCarlo calling for it and can't make the grab. It bounced off the Ducks dugout as DiCarlo goes to the ground. Great effort there. Had a chance at a highlight reel play, but just a bit off the mark. It hopped right on top of the green padding on the railing in the dugout. So it's new life for Perez. Perez over from Aguila in the Dominican Winter League. And the 1-1 is taken on the outside corner. Now a ball and 2 strikes. 81-mile-per-hour change there from Iorio. He's got 3 innings thrown this year. As the 1-2 swung right through, Juan Perez down on strikes. So far, Joe Iorio with 3 thrown, 1 hit given up, no earned runs, and He just picked up strikeout number 2. Up now, Nick Longy, the cleanup man, with 2 down and nobody on. And the first pitch to Longy is swung on and missed. Needed an oar for that one, chasing way down and outside. Nick Longy doubled back in the third. A shot into the left center gap, and 0-1 is dribbled over at the shortstop, Marrero, who fields it on the run and throws it to first. That'll do it in the 7th inning. The Charleston Dirty Birds down in order. We're back with the 8 at Appalachian Power Park. Appalachian Off-Road Motorsports Company carries top brands like KTM, Husqvarna, Gas, Suzuki, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Yamaha. AOMC is located at the corner of Smith and Morris next to the ballpark in Charleston. Check them out online at www.aomc.mx. Andrews Floor and Wall Covering is a locally owned business that has been providing quality flooring products and installation services to Charleston since 1950. Call them at 304-343-5586 to schedule a free estimate. Kit Sheets takes the mound for Charleston in the top half of the 8th. They'll face Dustin Woodcock, the designated hitter. First pitch to Woodcock hits the outside corner. The Dirty Birds go to some more relief. Now a southpaw Kit Sheets. It has looked great so far this year. 3 innings of work. Still yet to give up a run. The 0-1 hits the outside corner again. Kit Sheets has a filthy slider. As he told me, he just tries to throw it as hard as he can and get as much spin as possible. Let's see if he goes to it here, ahead 0-2. He'll miss just off. And that's another thing Sheets does, is he likes to drop that arm angle and give the hitters some different looks. Back to the windup, a ball and 2 strikes. Sheets winds and delivers. It was the slider. Did he go? No, he didn't. Woodcock able to hold back on the check swing. Dustin Woodcock 2 for 3 with a pair of singles today. As Sheets gets the sign. And now the 2-2 is rung up on the outside corner. Strike 3 sits down Dustin Woodcock. He froze him on the outer half there. Sheets Going to the off-speed. There's the slider. A little too close to take there for Woodcock. The umpire was gratuitous on the check swing before that, but gives Sheets the punch out there. And up now the shortstop, Devin Marrero. He'll take a strike one at the knees. Marrero's doubled today, as well as struck out and grounded out. As Sheets goes from the windup, 0-1. And it's a ball, one out. Kid Sheets played his college ball at Virginia Tech in 2014 and 2015. As he'll wind and fire 1-1. It's a ball, 2. Kid Sheets spent some time in the Astros organization, reaching as high as AAA Round Rock, as well as Sugar Land. And now 2-1. Marrero swings and misses. Nowhere near the 85-mile-per-hour changeup. As Sheets works down and away again. Bullpen consistency, such a huge part of success. And one of the bright spots for Charleston so far. Nobody on, one away. And the 2-2 is lined foul. Marrero well out in front of it, but got the barrel to it. So Sheets going to the slider there. So far this year, Devin Marrero batting .250, 5 RBIs. And the 2-2 pitch is taken on the outside corner, back-to-back backwards Ks. And the Ducks go down looking. Devin Marrero sat down for the second time tonight. Walks back to the dugout, shaking his head. But again, the home plate umpire friendly to the pitcher on the outside corner. Now 5th time through for the Ducks. Vladimir Frias steps up to the plate. And the switch hitter flips things over to the righty side. As Sheets delivers, and Frias a lazy line drive over Connor Justice's head and into center. So the bloop base knock keeps the inning going. As Frias has his second hit. And that'll bring up Rusney Castillo. Castillo having a monster night. 3 for 4 with a homer, a single, and a double. Now Sheets from the stretch. He'll kick and deliver. Castillo, so weak bloop into shallow center field. Seymour's in for it. He'll make the grab on the run. And that retires the side. Kit Sheets does his job in the top half of the 8th and holds the Ducks scoreless. The Charleston Dirty Birds head up to bat, trailing by 1. Back with more action at Appalachian Power Park. Aaron Field Agency is looking to service local business websites in the Charleston area. As a local business owner, they support their local companies with web design, video production, print design, logo design, and more. Reach out to their website, aaronfield.com, all socials at Aaron Field, or call 304-207-0037. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park. It's the bottom of the 8th inning. The Dirty Birds trailing it 5-4 up now. Angel Beltre, he'll face the right-handed reliever Joe Iorio. Angel Beltre 0 for 3. Struck out looking his last time through. And Beltre swings right through one to get this at-bat underway. Angel Beltre batting an even 200. Needs to get on and maybe spark something here for Charleston. And the 0-1 swung on and missed again as he'll wave through the 79-mile-per-hour off speed. It'd be great to get Beltre over to first. He runs well. 214 stolen bags across 15 seasons, and the pitch is a hard ground ball past Vladimir Frias and into right. Angel Beltre does get aboard. And able to poke one through there, and that'll bring up the right fielder Miles Williams with nobody out and a runner on first. That's the 8th hit for Charleston, 20 total in the ball game. The Ducks with 12. So Miles Williams digs in 0 for 3. He popped up in his prior plate appearance. First pitch hits the outside corner. As Iorio gets the sign. And the 0-1. Williams fouls it off the end of the bat. Miles Williams just over to the squad earlier this week after getting picked up. He homered in last night's opener as Iorio steps off and throws over. And the 0-2 to Williams is sent high into the sky to left, but it'll drift foul. Long shot there from Williams, just unfortunately didn't straighten it out, but well out of the ballpark. Williams in his second stint with Charleston. He's played for Lancaster, Long Island, Gastonia, Southern Maryland, Charleston, and High Point. The 0-2 is fouled off the end of the bat. That'll take a large bounce off the concourse down the first base side. And Miles Williams hangs alive. Dirty Birds hoping to grab sole first tonight as Beltre dives back head first into the bag. Came into the day tied for first in the Atlantic League South at 4-1 with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. Now Iorio looking for the punch out. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Miles Williams well behind, 83 miles per hour. And that's his second strikeout tonight. That'll bring up the shortstop, Connor Justice. Justice ignited this crowd his last time up with a big double. It's Justice, Gonzalez, and Hart due up. As Iorio sets, and Connor Justice takes high. Connor Justice batting .294. The former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. And the 1-0. He's going to miss above the letters high. Some news for Dirty Birds fans. Edwin Espinal, a former Charleston player last year, and all the way back in the early 2010s during his time with the Pirates. He's going to be heading on down to the Mexican League as the 2-0 crosses at the letters, which is good for Espinal. You know, we hoped to have him back in Charleston for the beginning part of the year, but happy to see one of our own get a big opportunity. And Iorio throws over to first. And Angel Garced out for the Dirty Birds with some back stiffness. The 2-1. There's a called strike again, same spot. Up high towards the letters, even 2-2 count. So that's why some shuffling in the Dirty Birds lineup recently with Caiaspo out indefinitely with a hip injury. And now Garced down. It's been hard at third and Longy at first. They've done a good job tonight. A runner on first, one down. 2-2's the count. And the pitch is swung on and popped into shallow right field. It'll get down for a base hit. Vladimir Frias can't make the play. Angel Beltre will hold up at second base. The throw back to the bag is going to roll away from Marrero. So back-to-back hits for Charleston. Connor Justice able to float one into the air. Frias was backtracking for it over the shoulder. And Daniel Fields charging in for it. And it looked like Frias might have got a piece of it. Maybe it just bounced off the end of his glove. But that'll keep things rolling for Charleston. Now up with one down, and first and second is Jovan Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 1 with a pair of walks. As Iario gets the sign from DiCarlo, and the pitch is going to miss down and outside. The Long Island Ducks with a pretty legendary coaching staff led by manager Wally Backman. In his third season with the Ducks, after back-to-back division titles, the 1-0 hits the outside corner. Wally Backman, a 14-year major leaguer. Played for the Mets from 1980 to 1988. And was a part of the championship team in '86, the 1-1. It's fouled off, so he got to play with the great Darryl Strawberry, as well as a couple other stars during the mid-'80s. And Lou Ford is back with the Ducks as the hitting coach, still listed as being in the player coach role, but hasn't taken the field yet this year. The 1-2 is a hard line drive at the third baseman. He'll make the play. Davidson Romero takes a hit away from Jovan Gonzalez as the Dirty Birds get unlucky, and that'll bring up Mike Hart, the third baseman. The Ducks will call time. It looks like they might be making a pitching change as pitching coach Rick Tomlin heads on out to the bump. 5-4, Charleston trails it. Looking to tie things up in the bottom half of the eighth. The Ducks go to the pin. We'll be back with those details shortly at Appalachian Power Park. Aaron Field Agency is looking to service local business websites in the Charleston area. As a local business owner, they support local companies with web design, video production, print design, logo design, and more. Reach out to their website, aaronfield.com, all socials at aaronfield, or call 304-207-0037. The Long Island Ducks go to the bullpen. Into the game now, Brady Feigl. They'll face Mike Hart, the lefty. Feigl kicks and fires. He'll miss the zone down. So far this season for Brady Feigl, 2 innings pitched, 3 runs given up, none earned, and 4 strikeouts, no walks. Mike Hart digs in batting 125, but following a big double his last time, and the 1-0 pitch is popped up high into the air. It looks like it'll stay in the field of play. Joe DiCarlo looking for it, and he'll make the catch. That retires the side in the bottom half of the 8th. The Charleston Dirty Birds trailing at 5-4. We're back with the 9th when we return at Appalachian Power Park. Dermalogics is the logical choice for your skincare solutions, and Kimberly Rossi, MD, can help. Dr. Rossi is a board-certified dermatologist with over 20 years of clinical experience providing skincare screenings and recommendations for your skincare needs. Her office is located at 3100 McCorkle Avenue Southeast, Suite 201 in Charleston. Schedule an office appointment today by calling 304-342-3360 or check out their website at mydermalogics.com. South Charleston's Eagles Nest. Everybody's talking about the Friday happy hour at the Eagles Nest Restaurant and Lounge at Little Creek Golf Course. 4:30 to 7:30 every Friday with free appetizers. Eagles Nest Restaurant and Lounge at Little Creek Golf Course just off Kanawha Turnpike in South Charleston. And we are back inside Appalachian Power Park, the top half of the 9th inning underway as Kit Sheets heads back out onto the bump for Charleston. The southpaw trying to keep things within 1 as L.J. Mazzilli, the left fielder, bats. L.J. Mazzilli 1 for 4 with a single. First pitch misses off the plate high and away. L.J. Mazzilli in his 3rd season with the Long Island Ducks. Hit .298 with 24 homers over the last 2. And the 1-0. It's a check swing taken for a strike. Last year, 11 homers for L.J. Mazzilli in 101 games with Long Island. And now the 1-1 is swung on, fouled back. Nobody on, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes to L.J. Mazzilli. Kit Sheets punched out 2 in the last frame. He'll wind and deliver. It's a weak ground ball at Connor Justice, who fields it on the run. The sidearm throw to first is in time. L.J. Mazzilli grounds out, and that'll bring up Davidson Romero. We're starting to see tonight what's really in the arsenal for Connor Justice. That one, a beautiful sidearm throw as he charged forward earlier. We saw him scoop a short hop and go right to home plate. This makes the tough plays look easy. Up now, Davidson Romero. First pitch to Romero. Is a called strike one, 74-mile-per-hour slider. Romero's 0 for 4 tonight with a line out. As Kit Sheets fires away 0-1. It's dribbled foul. Kit Sheets altered the arm angle on that one, dropping it a bit down to the side. And got some good outward movement on it. 1 away, nobody on. 0-2, Sheets way ahead of Romero. And the pitch is going to miss high and away. Davidson Romero hitting .188. 1 home run, 2 RBIs. As Sam Travis stands on deck. Sheets from the windup, a ball and 2 strikes. It's fouled straight backward. Charleston down 5-4. Due up in the next will be Anthony Seymour, Scott Kelly, and Juan Perez. So the top of the order. And the toast section will ask Kit Sheets to fire it up 1-2. And the offering is going to miss downstairs. Davidson Romero, the 2019 Atlantic League Championship Series MVP. And once a winner of the Home Run Derby. And the 2-2 pitch misses low and away. And that's the thing that's so impressive with the Ducks is just how many returning players they have on their roster. Really speaks to the strength of the organization. And their location being in New York's a good spot. A lot of scouts in that area to come see these guys. And the payoff pitch misses way high and outside. Kit Sheets awards the free pass to Davidson Romero. And up now, the first baseman, Sam Travis. Sam Travis, 1 for 3 with a single today. One man on, 1 down. As Sheets checks the runner and comes to the plate. He'll miss high and tight. As hitting coach Lou Ford looks on. Lou Ford with 6 years of Major League experience. And the 1-0 is going to miss away. Ford's one of the more recognizable names in this Atlantic League. A key contributor with the Minnesota Twins from 2003 to 2007. And it's really impressive what he's been able to do in Long Island. First as a hitter. He's the franchise's all-time hit leader with 968 lifetime. The 2-0 swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike. Lou Ford had a .319 career average over his decade plus with the Ducks. Again, still listed as a player, but yet to have an at-bat. And the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Sam Travis fooled by the outside slider. And an even 2-2 count. As Sheets sets by the chest, he'll peek at first. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Travis. He's rung up on the inside corner, a backwards K. Sam Travis immediately turning to have some words with the home plate blue. Kit Sheets picks up another strikeout. And that's what all the different arm angles and the movement really creates. It's hard to pick up the spin, so a lot of times you see the guys guessing against the lefty. Up now, Joe DiCarlo. First pitch to DiCarlo. He's going to miss low and in. DiCarlo's singled his last two times through. And grounded out and walked as well. As Sheets delivers 1-0. And it's right over the heart of the plate, taken for a strike one. Joe DiCarlo over with the Ducks after spending some time in the Chicago White Sox organization last year. The 1-1 is off the plate, high and away. 2 balls and a strike, 2 down. With the runner on first. That's Dirty Birds. Hope to walk things off in the next first. Trying to keep the margin at just 1. And the 2-1 pitch is going to miss high. It was Rio for the Ducks in the last, but they've got some action up in the bullpen as a southpaw tosses down there. Can't quite make out who it is from our press box location. Three balls and a strike to DiCarlo. It's swung on and driven high into the air to deep left field. Angel Beltre takes a couple steps back and makes the grab. That'll do it for the top half of the ninth. The Charleston Dirty Birds trailing by 1. They'll look to tie or take the lead in the bottom of the ninth when we return at Appalachian Power Park. TJC Roofing and Gutters, serving Kanawha, Putnam, and Cabell counties. They install shingle, metal, and rubber membrane products. They can help you with a roof replacement or repair. For a free estimate, call 304-550-8695 or visit them at tjcwv.com. Jason Snyder, Realtor. With Better Homes and Gardens, Real Estate Central is an experienced real estate professional dedicated to finding the best properties for his clients. Jason Snyder, Realtor, a premier real estate professional. Call him now at 304-610-6466. That's 304-610-6466. And we're back live at Appalachian Power Park. It's the bottom of the ninth. And the Charleston Dirty Birds down by 1. They trail at 5-4. As the Long Island Ducks bring the lefty Tyler Webb in the save situation. It's Anthony Seymour leading things off for Charleston. He lined out his last time to the plate. First pitch is swung on, hit hard to deep left center field, and it'll drop. Anthony Seymour rounds first. He'll head for second. The throw-in's not going to get him. A leadoff double, Anthony Seymour. And the tying run now stands in scoring position. How about Anthony Seymour? That's one way to start off the bottom of the ninth. Driving one hard into the gap. Rusney Castillo slid to try to make the catch, but couldn't quite get there. And that'll bring up Scott Kelly. Scott Kelly 0 for 4, but he's hit a couple on the screws, has a line out and a hard hit line drive out to center today. You'd imagine the Dirty Birds thinking about bunting here with nobody out and the tying run on second. And Sam Travis will scoot up to the edge of the infield grass over at first as Webb gets the sign. Kelly steps out of the box, batting 130, but none of that matters, as he can tie things up with a big base hit here, and he will square and take a ball one high and away. Slow off speed as Kelly looks down to manager Billy Horn. Very straightforward bunt situation. I'd expect Kelly to turn around and square again. And he won't this time. Unleashes a swing. It's a hard ground ball past Vladimir Frias into center. Here comes Anthony Seymour. He's going to score standing up. And the Charleston Dirty Birds tie it up 5-5. How about Scott Kelly? Delivering in a huge situation just like that. We're tied up and the Dirty Birds now have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. And up now is just the man that you would want. It's Juan Perez, the DH. Swinging a hot bat. He's doubled and singled today. It's Juan Perez, Nick Longy, and Angel Beltre due up. I was surprised to see Kelly not lay one down there. He went ahead and took a hack and just sent a hard grounder past Frias, who couldn't cut it off. A brief pause as he talks something over with the field umpire. Frias does. And everybody back to their spots. First pitch to Perez is swung on and fouled backward. Scott Kelly, just the heart and soul of this team. We saw him come up big in several situations just like that all throughout last year. As the 0-1 hits the outside corner, Perez quickly behind, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch, Juan Perez hits a sharp ground ball at the shortstop Marrero. He'll flip it to second. The throw back to first is in time. And so 2 down now for Long Island as Juan Perez helps out Tyler Webb. Routine double play ball. And that'll bring up Nick Longy with 2 down and nobody on. Nick Longy 2 for 4. He doubled back in the bottom of the third. An RBI shot off the wall. First pitch hits the outside corner. Nick Longy, with 5 runs driven in, will swing And drive one high and deep to center field. It's flying, and over the wall, Nick Longy. A walk-off home run. The Charleston Dirty Birds win it. How about Nick Longy going to the deepest part of the ballpark and winning it for Charleston? The Dirty Birds flock home plate. The Gatorade's dumped on them. And you can chalk it up as a victory for Charleston in Game 2. Talk about some clutch swings. Scott Kelly ties it up on the single to score Anthony Seymour, and then just 2 at-bats later, Nick Longy lets loose a deep drive. Just a measuring stick shot there, going right over the 400-foot sign. And getting Charleston their 5th win of the year. It was a dandy tonight in Power Park as Nick Longy continues to enjoy it with his teammates. 6-5, the Dirty Birds win it behind a walk-off bomb off the bat of Nick Longy. Michael Sussman here. We're back with a quick post-game recap. You've been watching Dirty Birds Baseball. This is Michael Sussman wrapping things up from Appalachian Power Park. The Charleston Dirty Birds win it 6-5. What a bottom of the 9th inning that was. Nick Longy coming through in a huge way. He had a monster evening. The walk-off bomb there in the bottom of the 9th to straightaway center. But he doubled today as well, 3 for 5 with the gapper. So Nick Longy is our player of the game for the Charleston Dirty Birds. A big night for Rusney Castillo over on the Ducks side, 3 for 5, a home run, a single, and a double. With the win, the Dirty Birds move to 4-1 overall, or 5-1, I should say, going into tomorrow's series finale against Long Island, the last of a 3-game set in early 10:35 a.m. Start time set for tomorrow. So if you're just getting to work or have some time free during the day, come on down to the ballpark or tune in with us on YouTube. We'll have that one for you. Once again, final score, Charleston 6, Long Island 5. This has been Michael Sussman bringing you Charleston Dirty Birds Baseball.